currently Wednesday, so not technically, you know, July 4th, but man, happy July 4th to everybody out there. Before we get into this video, man, go ahead, smash the like button, throw a comment, you know, subscribe if you have not. All my returning people, salute to you. All my new people, salute to you. Y'all see the topic. We're just gonna make a quick, you know, quick video, that way I can ramble on and talk about some nonsense and everything like that. But I mean, y'all see it, man. Y'all be careful out here these next couple of days, man. I just seen two cops already, and been driving for approximately 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes and 43 seconds to be exact. Not exact, but y'all get what I'm saying. Cops are out here lurking, so everybody stay safe, drive safe, all that good stuff. So we're gonna be talking about today where I think, you know, the Charger, you know, the 6.4 Scatpack, Daytona, whatever you want to call it, man, Super B, whatever, where that stacks up against other competition, and you know, just quote unquote how fast this vehicle is. I have made videos like this in the past where I've kind of talked about other vehicles, excuse me, that in my opinion are in kind of the same sort of performance realm. Now this is not going to talk about, you know, overall drivability, comfort, fun factor, stuff like that. Maybe I'll say that for another video. This is more just going to be along the lines of, like, you know, performance, 0 to 60, quick little, you know, 40 roll hits, stuff like that. But without further ado, man, let's just hop into it. So I kind of just wanted to go brand by brand here, all the brands I can think of, and kind of go from there. Of course, I want to have any video I make, I want to have it be, you know, conversational, you know, create a topic that, you know, other people can chime in on and everything like that. So yeah, man, let's just hop out with, you know, the first brand I want to talk about, which is what I see most of the fanboys about, you know, nowadays, is BMW. So of course you got the M340 and you got the M240. I'm not gonna lie, the 335s, 235s, you put a tune on them, even stock, they might get a hit on the Scat. But for right now, we're just gonna be talking about the the 340 and then the 240, and then let's just throw in the Supra, because let's know. I mean, let's not be you know, let's not beat around the bush or anything. We know exactly what that is, man. It's a BMW. So we're gonna kind of couple them vehicles together. In sheer sort of 0 to 60, if you're talking about the 240 and 340 being the all-wheel drive variants, man, they probably gonna get the hit on the Scat, you know, every day. 10 out of 10, in my honest opinion, just because that all-wheel drive, man, hooks and boogies. From a roll, Scat might get the hit. They may start pulling when it gets into, like, you know, the higher gears and higher range, but then brings along the topic of, like, how fast are we actually running to. But I think those vehicles are kind of a direct, not necessarily a competitor, because this is an American muscle car, those are German sports cars. They're in no way, shape, or form the same vehicle, not built for the same purpose. But again, we're just talking about sort of like the sheer speed performance of you know, these vehicles. The rear-wheel drive versions, I think they still hook pretty well. I know there are some times where you have some you know, spinning issues. I should have hit that light. Yeah, I'm gonna hit that light, because I think they were snoozy magoozy. But in regards to sheer performance, those vehicles are, I think, kind of in line with it. Around the same price point, if you will, especially with the new Mopars, definitely not with the older ones. Kind of switching brands, going over to, you know, Mercedes-Benz, you got the 43 AMG. Of course, the true M series, and then the true 63, which is the true AMG series, in my opinion, those are going to be night and day. I mean, they're going to, you know, shit on these Scatpacks. I mean, there is really no, you know, if you're racing an older M, you know, maybe like the F80, F82, you might get a quick hit if they're snoozing, but they will definitely reel you in, man. Hook, liner, reeler, sinker, they'll do all that good stuff, man, all the above. If we're talking about those vehicles, I don't think there is any comparison. So you got the 240, 340, and the Supra, all with that B58 motor, which is fantastic. Paired with that 8-speed, I mean, how can you go wrong? Then y'all got the, you know, the C43, E43. It kind of really doesn't matter. I think for the most part, I see for, you know, the most part, the CLs, or the CLA 43, or even the C43. The GLA, if you're lucky enough to see one of those, man, those are a dime a dozen, man. Diamond in the rough for sure. Let's go ahead and make this light. I don't think, all I do, man. All I do is just try to make lights around here, man. I don't get it. Cool little Jag. And then switching over to Audi, man, I think you got the S4, the S5, and I'll probably leave it at that, man. I think the S3 from a hook, you know, could probably do it, but I just don't think when it gets up into the higher speeds, the horsepower, I think only being at 306, I don't think that's enough for, you know, the Scat. You know, I had a little fun with my buddy, you know who you are, man, Stage 1 APR tune on his older S3, and was right there with me for a long time, and then obviously pulled at the, you know, up top. So, you know, you got your German boys and gals, so I think those vehicles are kind of in line in comparison with this vehicle here. Not going German, going maybe Korean. You got the Kia, you know, you got the Stinger, and then you got the G70, both with that 3.3 turbo, 365 horsepower, man. I mean, all-wheel drive. Again, similar situation where if you catch them off the line, they might get you. They just pull way more consistent 0 to 60 times. The best time I pulled in here was a 4.6 0 to 60. I've, you know, seen on, you know, YouTube and through other people that, you know, there might be, you know, 4.1 or 4.2 if you're lucky enough, if you do prep, but I'm not sitting there doing a burnout just to get a quick run. So the best I've ever done was just in track mode, and that was a 4.6 0 to 60, which I thought was pretty impressive. And then of course the motor still pulls well beyond that 60 miles per hour. Other vehicles, I mean, I don't want to say that kind of includes everything. I just think there's, you know, you could talk about, shoot, man, I mean, Audi, BMW, Mercedes, I mean, those are all kind of classified. You can talk about the Infinitis, the Red Sports, the 400s. You can talk about the new Nissan Z, you know, both of them sporting around 400 horsepower pop. The Q and the Q50s and the 60s, they have the all-wheel drive for the most part, so they're gonna maybe hook up a little bit better. But I think with, you know, being that these vehicles kind of come alive above 60 miles per hour, you know, not to mention they have so much torque down low, I think, you know, I find that the Scats still probably pull a little bit on those vehicles. And then last but not least, man, you got the other people, you know, you got the Mustangs, you got the Maros. From a dig, it's hard to say. I think numbers don't lie, and when it comes to those vehicles, I think the 6.4, whether you're talking about the Charger or Challenger, does pull the best numbers on paper. But let's be honest, man, numbers on paper is not everything. You have too many factors, weather, people in the car, tires, everything like that. I do think the Scat would probably get the hit on most of those, the Mustangs, especially the older ones, not the Gen 3 with the 10-speed, and definitely the older Camaros without the 10-speed. But once those vehicles get into their higher gears, man, they pull for days. Yeah, they pull like a son of a gun. So, you know, I have to kind of give it to the Mustang and the Camaro in that aspect. But down low, man, when you see these races, it seems like the Scats always pull out in front, man. It's that torque, man. That's why I think creates, you know, such a fun vehicle to drive, and it really is, you know, it really embodies that whole sort of, you know, dynamic of this true American muscle car, which I think is awesome. But yeah, man, that's kind of what I was just going through. I was just thinking about this morning, about to do a quick video, just talk about some of the competitors that this vehicle has, or, you know, other vehicles if it would pull up to, you know, pull up to a red light, stop sign, on some Fast and Furious stuff. Who would be able to take the, you know, take the cake, take the hit? It's up in the air for a lot of these, man. I think a lot of times it depends on the driver, the conditions, the tires, if, you know, if the Scat preps, if they don't, and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, that's gonna kind of probably conclude this video, to be honest with y'all. I don't really think I was planning on talking about too much. Beautiful day out here, beautiful day. Just gonna go home, grab some things or whatever, get in preparation for 4th of July tomorrow, do a little bit of swimming, a little bit of barbecuing, a little bit of beer drinking, you know, get them bicep curls going in. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But that's really it, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. What other vehicles out there do you think would 100% beat the Scat, would be close? I think this vehicle is sort of like the poster child for the car to beat. And when you're the poster child, you kind of set the bar for, you know, being an affordable, being a quick car as a Plaid goes by. Jeez Louise, man. Yeah, not in a million years. y'all probably heard I ain't say nothing about no Tesla, man. We ain't talking about no electric vehicles. We talking only ICE, only internal combustion. No electric here. Don't plan on it. Can never see myself driving an electric car unless it was given to me free of charge, or the deal was just way too good to be true. And no, I could never have that as my only vehicle. But yeah, man, y'all let me know, man. What are you guys thinking out there? Do y'all agree with what I'm saying? You know, I think when it talks to when you're talking about the competitors, if it's not the Mustang or Camaro, it's gonna be the BMW boys, and maybe even the German gals. I don't really know, man. Y'all let me know. I don't think Volkswagen. I mean, you do have the Golf R. Again, you do have the S3. I just think off the line, those vehicles even may be, you know, not that much more of an advantage, you know, just because of the power and everything like that. You know, shout out to my homies over here. They got that purple wrap TRX, man. Love seeing that thing, man. Shout out to y'all, man. I'll probably be in there in a little bit, grabbing something eventually. I'm sure there's some other vehicles that I'm missing. You know, you got the Elantra N, you got the Type R, you got the Integra Type S, but again, these are track-focused vehicles. Whereas I think, like, you know, the S4, the 340, the Scat, I mean, yes, they could go on a track, but they're not really meant for it. But yeah, y'all let me know. Did I miss anything? You know, without further ado, that's going to conclude this video. I appreciate y'all watching, man. Appreciate you rocking with me. I'm just going to try to be more consistent on this tip, for real, and pause. But, you know, I just think it makes more sense to, you know, put more videos out every single day or every single week. You know, hopefully gain some more followers, gain some more traction, all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, man, I always say this in most of my videos: if you got something you want to go do, man, just go out and do it. Don't wait for nobody. Don't wait on a sign. You know, time doesn't wait for anybody, and that's the only thing we can't get back is time. So use it valuably. You know, cherish it. You know, and just go conquer some stuff, man. Go do some of your goals, man. Because nobody's gonna do it for you. So at the end of the day, it's all love. Always strive and prosper. Nothing but peace, love, and prosperity to anybody out there watching. So salute to you guys. 392 Reviews checking in, checking out. Peace.